We're now at Hortus Loci. It's about a month to go until we start planting, and we're here to look at the edible peas and also a lot of the other ornamental pea plants that we'll be planting on the Seedlip Garden. So the garden is all about celebrating the pea, and all of the plants that we're going to have in the garden are from the Fabaceae family, the pea family.
My name is Rod Lambourn, and we're participating with Seedlip on the Chelsea Flower Show. My father developed the original sugar snap pea back in 1969, and what's showing in the garden are some of the unique and special varieties that show the oddities and curiosities of the peas biodiversity that exists worldwide.
Hi, I'm Ben, I'm the founder of Seedlip. So we've been farming as a family for just over 320 years. And for about 80 of those years, we've been growing peas. To be growing kind of rare varieties of peas from the family that created the sugar snap pea, as well as our own family peas, is really pretty special.
So this year I have quite a restricted palette of plants. It's a bit nerve-wracking because it's not very easy to do last-minute substitutes. Obviously leaving the plants, and I'm kind of looking forward to coming back in a couple of weeks' time just to see how things have moved on, ready for the show. We're here in Landform's offices with Gadd, who's my foreman, and we've been looking at some of the detailed drawings and the samples together ahead of starting at the show. So the pea is a simple green circular form. I wanted to use that shape within the garden as much as possible because that's what people would generally recognise. So I've got the paving elements, then the facade for what we now call the pavilion. So hopefully, people are going to see that repetition of the form, and that will be of interest to a lot of the public.
I'm James Booth from Outdoor Design. We're the fabricators for the metalwork for the Seedlip Garden. It's been a tricky project. It was always going to be 1,300 aluminium tubes, all welded in position. When we get to Chelsea, we know it's going to be difficult. It's going to be something that no one's ever done before, but it's gone well, it has.
I'm Gadd. For the third year in a row, Catherine's asked me back to be foreman on her build at Chelsea. So it's great today to come and see the pavilion ready for installation on the first Saturday of Chelsea, and I just can't wait to get started.
A little while ago I saw the pavilion for the first time in its entirety, what they've done with the facade and all the aluminium tubes welded together. So when you actually see it in reality, it makes you realise how big it's going to be. It's just different from what you have in your head and what's on paper. And seeing that, I'm looking forward to it coming to site when it's fully painted next week.
We're on the Seedlip Garden. It's day 11 of 16. I've come down today and it's going really, really well. The main structure's in place and planting has begun. So yeah, it's exciting seeing it now come to life.
So before we started looking through the plans, the sort of main concern was obviously getting the pavilion in place. It's a large shell of a building that's now been turned into a pavilion on site. It's all been hand welded, and it was just unsure of really how that was going to offload from the lorry and sit in its sort of resting place for the show. The build's gone really well so far. We've had one day of rain and the rest has been sort of 20 plus. There's a fair bit of planting still to do, but we're building it to the best of our abilities and hopefully it will get the result in the end.
It's been great to see the construction coming together, the ideas on plan, the paving, the elevated path going up to the pavilion, and then also actually the pavilion itself. Obviously we've seen that in the factory when it was not painted, and now seeing it in green, I think it works even better. One of the last finishing touches is the sort of multi-sensory elements. We're really trying to bombard people's senses with the sight, the sound, the smell, the taste and the touch related to the pea.
on the Seedlip Garden, we are finished in terms of judging. We're most of the way through press day, and it is looking pretty special, I think. And to be able to then have the bar next door making drinks for people is absolutely fantastic.
It's been a very challenging build, but I've had a really great team around me, and actually having finished the garden, done all the extra little details like dressing with split peas and dyeing the water features with sweet pea flowers. It's just great to see the whole ideas and concept and project come to life.
Hi, I'm Rod Lambourn. I'm here at the Chelsea Flower Show 2018. It's my first time here, and I'm bringing my father's varieties to the Seedlip Garden. Catherine's done a great job of taking these plants together that I had no idea that they were all part of the same family. She had a very good sensibility of like staging and placement, and I think it's a gorgeous show.
After a long wait this morning, finally Nikki Chapman and Chelsea show manager Catherine came along and presented Ben and I with the medal for the garden, and I'm very, very pleased to say it was gold.
So awesome to get gold. Such a great team effort. And yeah, 2 years in a row, gold medals at Chelsea. Not bad.
So pleased to finish on such a high, to have achieved the gold, not just for myself, Ben and Seedlip, but also for the whole of the team that have supported me throughout the build, and who without we wouldn't have been able to achieve such an amazing medal.